Hello there and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 where I'm playing as Persia. It is 1788 and I'm just trying to manage a bit of unrest which has been caused by taking a lot of land from the Ottomans, which is understandably making a few issues. Just seeing what I could do. Build a fort in this province of Kachali. I'm probably get rid of those 3 forts, save some money, but then not much time left in the game. Now, once all these cores are done, all my unhappiness goes away. I might try and do a new campaign over in India. So a few uprising issues. The Bhutanese, as we speak, just uprisen. I'll quickly put down. Still got some Greek separatism. I think these guys are good for a while, so I can probably move these guys up to there. There's another uprising, they've got there just in time. Put them down, okay. Hi, Imam's reputation is tarnished. Some sort of propaganda text is circulating in the court about how Ali Murad is a ruthless powermonger. This might impact our relationship with other countries. I don't want to lose stability, so embrace the reputation, lose 100 Diplo. I think I'm really struggling with this overextension. It was over 100%, but it is almost over. So hopefully, something kick in. Hopefully once these all kick in, problems might go away. Now, if I was to attack Vijayanagar, who would I want as an ally? There's not many nations around here. Look like that could really help out. What about Malacca? Or Ava? I guess the first question is, would Russia help in a war? Let's just... Don't need my Ottoman spy anymore. Delhi, I can get these last 2 claims. Okay. Yeah, Jayanagar, got a few claims I can get. There's the rest of the cores. All kicked in, that should help a lot. Claim on Kutch. Claim on Hala. Local traders demand aid. Merchants and captains of trade vessels in Worcester have sent a representative to the government, describing their home as increasingly lawless land, where piracy runs rampant and ships and ports are routinely raided by privateers. They argue that the government has neglected them and request funding to build defences against the growing threats. If this request is not granted, many feel like they've already lost too much and will take their business elsewhere. Oh, I can tell them what they need. I can give them 100 ducats. Okay, so I got some claims made. Well, I don't want to help me with a war until later in the year at least. So my rebel factions have all disappeared. That's good. The Ottomans have been destroyed once again. The Ottomans might actually get wiped out in this game. Wouldn't that be something? Croatia's back. Well, Croatia's been made. Venice is back. Albania is a thing. Just never seen the Ottomans be destroyed like this before. I'm enjoying it. It's different. Ava or Malacca? What army do they have? Ava's got not much. Malacca's got a bit. If I offered them an alliance, could they help in a war? There we go. Let's give that a shot. Let's start bringing my armies over anyway. New madrasa. Prominent citizens of Mecca have made a number of charitable donations for the establishment of a new madrasa in Jeddah. They have invited scholars not only from the wider Mecca, but also from Baghdad and even foreign theologians. Ah, okay. All these guys over. Ottomans are no longer a great power. Okay, they're on the move. It's worthwhile. What if I build a level 8 fort? Oh, there's 2 crossings though. So 2 new forts to save on 1 fort. This late stage in the game. I got a fort here. I don't need that. Now let's do it. Let's fort there and there. Once they're built, I can get rid of these ones. Let's top up relations with Moscow. Sorry, with Russia. I guess I'd do Bohemia as well. Okay, now if I was to attack Mewat, there's allied with Vijayanagara. If I was to attack Delhi, they're guaranteed by Vijayanagara. If I attacked Vijayanagara, they've got a few more allies, so I probably would attack Mewat by the looks of it. Queen Razia has died. That's a shame. Malacca wouldn't join a war. That's annoying. Revolt. High taxes and cultural and religious differences have caused unhappiness among our citizens. If this continues, it will drastically affect the stability of our nation. Oh, this is lower taxes. Distant war modifiers playing a role with this one. I could bring in Malacca against a war with Vijayanagara, but Delhi, no. Once Russia fixes their debt, they will join. bit disappointed in my luck I wouldn't get involved. So now got a lot of troops and a very high military tech. So it'd be a close war. Debate over Sufi practices. Muslim scholars are not united on the question of the permissibility of Sufism. While most appreciated the heightened levels of religious devotion inspired among the general population, some disapproved of how certain Sufis expressed their faith. Poetry and song about wine and illicit love, as well as communal dancing and veneration for the tombs of those regarded as saints, could at times provoke opposition from the more hardline elements of the ulema. We'll support the hardliners. I haven't got anywhere else I can attack though. Protests in Taiz. As men of great spiritual strength, but also firmly part of the establishment, members of the ulema sometimes choose to join social protests. A recent altercation between the local garrison and the urban population in Taiz have attracted the attention of prominent mufti in the state of Lower Yemen. The local commander fears the situation might escalate unless we listen to the protesters, but doing so would come at a cost. We'll compensate the people of Taiz. It's fucking just losing and losing and losing at the moment. So, military treaties. Our emphasis on a strong aristocracy has given the nobility means to serve the army. In the army, they are devoting more of their attention to military. One has published a treatise on military thought. I'll probably do some general, so I'll say it was a good read. Okay, so Russia would get involved in a war now with Delhi and Vijayanagar. Don't have to get my troops lined up better. Two groups on each side. Any policies I could take in the meantime? Who else I've got to use in this war? Would Ava get involved? No. Because we're in debt. It's a distant war, apparently. I disagree with that. I need my luck to get involved in a war. There's not much time left in the game, so I probably need to try and do something. Or just take the risk. Bring Russia down. I'll get some more artillery units, a bit more firepower. Coming from Ava, might as well. Unrest in Perlang. Why is that unrest there? I don't know, Perlang is... There. Why is that unrest? Not accept the culture, discontent, separatism. Don't do much about that. Two more forts. Should block off this whole area as well. It's going to take a while to build, but I'll get there. But these forts are done, I think. No, almost. One more month and these ones will be done. So I can delete these ones and save some money. Keep running Suez, obviously, and the one down here in Mocha. These two forts will protect that crossing. So we've got the 3 up here for Russia. Once these two ones are done, I can get rid of these ones here. The many jobs of a soldier. Prolonged peacetime and changes in the economy have led to many of our salaried soldiers no longer considering the pensions we pay them sufficient. An increasing number of them have turned to other daily work such as shopkeeping or craftsmanship, earning a better living in their city homes. While this can stimulate the local economy, it does mean that these troops are no longer maintaining or practicing with the equipment we have provided them. In order to stop this trend, we'll have to increase their pay substantially. Yeah, we must not be allowed to double. Let's pay them some more wage. Nobles demand increased pensions. Kings had to keep the unruly nobles in line through many methods. One of the most common was cold hard cash. Nobles would demand increased pensions in exchange for relinquishing certain rights to the king. I will accept their demands. Okay, so there's some more army ready. It's taken a long time for this institution to get into my land, unfortunately. I kind of want to wait and get mill tech 30 before I do this war. And hopefully, see now they're 30. Mill tech 30 gives a new infantry unit, which kind of probably makes it more important to have. How about I focus on military power for a little bit? Get some. There we go. Got some military power for free out of that. Okay, that should help a few things. It's not too far away. Should be able to get that pretty soon. And hopefully Russia will still want to get involved. So I can take a big chunk of Indian land, shall we? Could take Kathmandu, but it's probably a bit... No, not really worth it, but I want to take this chunk if I can. And I'll get... I don't like how the Russians are guaranteeing the timber. That's annoying. Because they would also defend them, unfortunately. Ah, lost an advisor. So inflation's controlled again, which is good. I'll get a level 2 admin advisor because I kind of need that. And then I just prepare for war with Vijayanagar, which I believe are a rival. Yes, they are. Somehow the Ottomans are still a rival. What do they buy now? They'd be too small to be a valid rival. It's like Ottomans Australia trying to break away, perhaps. Get a free general, so I better do that. I will need more generals though, won't I, for the war? I won't. I'll get the tech first. Because I might get a free general somewhere along the line, you never know. Enjoining right and forbidding wrong. Muslims are encouraged in the Quran to take an active role in the community in order to enjoin right and forbid wrong. While this command has been interpreted in many ways by Muslim scholars, it was sometimes used by reformist groups to justify the forceful spread of more extreme views. A group of charismatic mosque preachers in Baghdad have begun calling for the end of unorthodox religious practices and are inciting the populace against the Sufis, leading to violence and street battles. We will stamp down the movement. And I'll pause the episode there. Next time I'll pick it up, I'll get Miltech 30 and we'll go for a war against Delhi, I think. I think that sounds like a good idea. Then we'll see what happens to the rest of the Ottomans. They're in trouble. Until then though, thanks for watching guys, I appreciate the support. Take care out there, and as always, I hope to see you next time.